Hello students, in this video we are going to study the next agricultural pest that is known as mango stem borer. Okay, so we start with the classification of mango stem borer. See, the mango stem borer is from class Insecta. It is from order Coleoptera, family Cerambicidae, and the genus is Batocera and species is Rubus. So the Batocera rubus is the scientific name of mango stem borer. Here, this mango stem borer, the name itself indicates that the pest which attack directly on the stem and they form a tunnel or they burrow or they form the we are saying that they are produces a small tunnel and since we call them as the mango stem borer. So these pests they are particularly attacked on the stem of mango. Okay, so this mango, which is actually the very famous fruit from India, we called it as the king of fruit in India, and it is very famous fruit which we just export it in many other countries. Okay, now the mango stem borer, which is the most important pest of the mango in India, and particularly it is just very common in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. See here, not only the mango plant, but remaining other plants are also there. For example, remaining other host plant for that particular pest is fig, rubber, and the jackfruit. These are the remaining other host plant. So these Batocera rubus, which is not only attacked on the mango plant, but it also attacks on these remaining fig, rubber, and jackfruit plant also. So here now the next we start with the identification marks of the mango stem borer. Uh, in Marathi, we call this pest as मृगाचा किडा. बघा पावसाळ्याच्या सुरुवातीला जनरली तुम्हाला असा बीटल कडक त्याचे विंग्स असतात. हे जे विंग्स असतात हे इलॅट्रा ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, हे असे विंग्स हार्ड विंग्स असणारे, जसा शेणकिडा असतो. शेणकिड्याचे पण बघा जर तुम्ही पंख बघितले तर ॲक्च्युली ते एकदम हार्ड असतात, टफ असतात. तर मग असे टफ पंख असणारे विंग्स असणारे जे इन्सेक्ट आहेत त्या इन्सेक्टला आपण म्हणतो, सॉरी त्या विंग्सला, इन्सेक्टच्या विंग्सला आपण म्हणतो इलॅट्रा. मग हा जो मँगो स्टेम बोरर आहे ह्याचं मराठी नाव आहे मृगाचा किडा आणि तो सुरुवातीला पावसाळ्याच्या सुरुवातीला एकदम आपल्याला तो दिसतो म्हणून आपण त्याला म्हणतो मृगाचा किडा. आणि आपल्याकडे अशी म्हण आहे की ज्यावेळेला पावसाळा सुरू होतो तर पावसाळ्याची चाहूल लागल्यावर हे मृगाचा किडा बाहेर येतो असं त्याचं हे आहे की तो मृगाचा किडा दिसला याचा अर्थ आता पावसाळा सुरू होणार. मग तो मृगाचा किडा दुसरा तिसरा कोणी नसून आपण त्याचं नाव ठेवलेलं आहे कॉमन नेम मँगो स्टेम बोरर आणि त्याचं सायंटिफिक नेम आहे बॅटोसेरा रुबस. Okay, so now we start with the identification mark of the mango stem borer. See here the adults, they are known as the beetles because they are from the order Coleoptera. See, they are large in a size. They measuring about 5 centimeter in a length. If you just observe the colored, actually they are brownish yellow or brownish gray in a color, and the antennas they are very specific. We can easily identify these adult beetle with the help of these antennas. Okay. Now, these elytra means the forewings specifically, they possesses the yellow spots on the thorax, and these forewings they are act as a protecting in a nature. Now, these spots they are not only present on the forewings or on elytra, but they are also present on the lateral spines of the prothorax. So here on the prothorax also the spots are present. They possesses the long antenna and the legs are also long enough. Okay, so this is about the adult beetle. Now grubs. See the grubs means the larva. Now why we called it as a grub? Why not caterpillar? Actually, grub means what? The larva without legs. असे लार्वा अशा अळया ज्यांना पाय नाहीये, legless larva. Okay, they are known as the grubs. So here the grubs, they are very large in a size. They are yellowish white in a color. They are fleshy in appearance and they measure about 100 into 18 mm in a width, and they are with the black head, and this black head possesses the mandibles, and we know that the mandibles, they are strong enough. The mandibles, they are resemble with the teeth of higher animals. So these mandibles, they are useful for cutting the tissues. Okay, they are very strong and they are helpful for cutting the bark or cutting the tissues. Okay, so these are about the identification mark. Means, see, the adults we can easily observe due to the spots and colorful spots, then the antenna specifically. And if you just study the grubs, actually they are large enough with the strong mandibles and the yellowish white in a color. Okay, so this is about the identification mark of adult as well as the grubs or the larva. Now next we start with the life cycle of mango stem borer. So here the female which laid the eggs. So the eggs which are laid singly under the loose bark or in a diseased part of tree trunk or in the crevices of the stem. See, there are many locations where these female mango stem borer, they are able to lay their eggs. Now these eggs, single egg which is just present under the loose bark. Now after the process of incubation of 14 to 17 days, the eggs hatched out and the grubs come out. So grubs, see here, this is the larva which is without legs. Okay, so these grubs on hatching just started to penetrate into the stem as they bears here the black colored mandible. Okay, so these grubs on hatching penetrate into the stem and even they are able to attack on the roots, and whether they attacked on the stem or root, they feed on the woody tissue, and as they feed on the tissues they produces the tunnel. Then the larval stage, which is last for 3 to 6 months. And after 3 to 6 months, the larva entered into the next stage. We called it as the pupa. So here the pupal stage, which is also last for 3 to 6 months throughout the winter, and adults generally emerge out during the monsoon season. And since these insects, mangosteen borers specifically, they required at least 1 or 2 years to complete their life cycle. Okay, so this is all about the life cycle of mango stem borer. Now next we starts with the nature of damage. Here you can observe the here the tunnel is there. Black colored, exactly in the center the black colored tunnel is there. See this black colored tunnel which is produced by the grub of mango stem borer. So the grubs, they make the zigzag galleries beneath the bark and the tunnel into the trunk. Either they produces the tunnel in the trunk or in the main stem. And due to that, what happens? See, as they make a tunnel, when they are able to make the tunnel, when they feeds on the internal tissue. Okay, so when they feeds on the internal tissue, space is produces, and as they feed continuously on the main stem or in the bark, the tunnel is produces. Okay, so these attacked branches and stem die. Why? Because the tissues which are eaten up by the larva of the mango stem borer, actually they are responsible for carry the food as well as the water, because either they are the xylem or they are the phloem. So here sometimes the masses of refuse exude may be seen on the opening of the bored holes. Okay, and in severe cases of attack, the branches, they may collapse and the tree may die. So again, if the heavier infestation is there, tree, that tree may die. The next is the control measure. See, there are two different types of the control measures are there. The first one, that is the cultural control, and the second one, that is known as the chemical control. Now in case of the cultural control, see, the population of the grubs and the pupa which is present inside the stem, as they are the borer, ते टनेल तयार करतात म्हणून त्यांना बोरर असं म्हणतात. ओके, सो दिस पॉप्युलेशन ऑफ ग्रब्स अँड प्युपा ऑफ द स्टेम बोरर दे कॅन बी रिड्यूस्ड बाय जस्ट कटिंग अँड डिस्ट्रॉईंग द इन्फेस्टेड ब्रांचेस. मग हे ब्रांचेस जे आहेत, जे इन्फेस्टेड झालेल्या ब्रांचेस आहेत त्या कट करून आपण ते डिस्ट्रॉय करायचे आहे. सो दिस इज द वन ऑफ द मेन मेथड cultural in cultural control. Then the best way to control the grubs, that is the use of the chemicals, means insecticides. So here we now start with the chemical control. So use of the solution, particularly the two parts of the carbon disulfide plus one part of chloroform and cresol. We have to make a mixture and we have to pour that mixture into the hole, and after we are putting that particular mixture in the hole, we are going to plug it by the mud. Okay, and when we are going to plug it, actually we are using the process of fumigation. So fumigation means what? The fumes are produces. So the fumes, chloroform, see, chloroform which is able to produces the fumes, and carbon disulfide, chloroform, when we are using the mixture of them, the fumes are produces, and those fumes, they just travel in the bark or in the infected stem. बघा, आता आपण जर एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, समजा आता मी इथे तुम्हाला एक रफ डायग्राम काढून दाखवते आहे. समजा ही मेन स्टेम घेतली आहे, इथे त्या फिमेलने एग लेड केलेलं होतं, इथे ते लार्वाने टनेल तयार केलं, हळूहळू सॉरी लार्वा हॅच झाल्या आणि त्यांनी इथे असं पुढे 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 असे हे टनेल म्हणजे आतमधले टिश्यू हे खात गेलेत, आणि हे हा जो काही रिजन आहे, तर ह्या लार्वा हळूहळू हळू इथून पुढे ट्रॅव्हल करत जाणार आहे, बरोबर, आणि जसे जसे ते पुढे जातील इथे टनेल तयार होणार आहे. मग हा जो एम्प्टी स्पेस आहे, ह्या एम्प्टी स्पेसमध्ये आपण काय करणार आहे, आता हे केमिकल जे आपण तयार केलं आहे, फ्युम्स त्याच्यात तयार होतील. मग इथे आपण हे केमिकल पोर केलं, इंजेक्ट केलं, वरनं प्लग करून टाकलं, हा पूर्ण एरिया सील केला. आता त्या फ्युम्स कशा ट्रॅव्हल करणार आहे बघा, जिथे जिथे त्यांना जागा मिळेल फ्युमला, तिथे तिथे ते जाणार आहे. मग बाकीच्या सगळ्या ठिकाणी इथे काय असणार आहेत, हे टिश्यू असणार आहे. मग हे टिश्यू आहेत तर तिथे त्यांना जाता नाही येणार. ह्याचाच अर्थ काय, जिथे ही मोकळी जागा आहे, जिथे हे टनेल आहे, तिथून हे फ्यूम वरती वरती जाणार आहे. ओके, मग जसं जसं ते पुढे जातील, इथे कुठेतरी ती लार्वा असेल, एक तर ते पेस्ट लार्वल फॉर्ममध्ये असेल किंवा प्युपेशन स्टेजमध्ये असेल. मग हे फ्युम्स जसे जसे पुढे ट्रॅव्हल करतील आणि त्यांच्यापर्यंत पोचतील, काय होणार आहे, मग डायरेक्टली ते त्यांची डेथ होणार आहे. ओके, so this is about the use of the chemical to kill the particular pest. Okay, now not only this, but there are another insecticides also. For example, DDVP, endosulfan, and the chlorpyrifos. These are the remaining other these are the remaining other insecticides which we are used to control the mango stem borer. Okay, so these are the certain references from which I got the diagrams. Thank you.